Whatever. Well,
So, do you think you're gonna go down for Chloe's thing? If not,
I don't
then do her
know.
card and I'll take
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Y'all spending the night?
it. Yep, because I have to be at the hospital 10:30. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave their house about 5:10, and we'll be there at 10:25. That way, we're not very far from the hospital. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's easy.
So when do you go to the hospital? Friday?
Thursday to get you.
Oh, Thursday. What time Thursday?
10:30 in the morning.
Ooh.
And that's why I said to Monet, said, y'all, if you're coming down for the party, she said, just stay and stay all night because you can just leave from the house and go to the hospital. They're only 25 minutes from the hospital. So I said, that's fine. We'll do that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be driving.
And then he came
That's what he said. He said, I'm having problems with my knees and his legs.
barely walked. And he crawled up the steps to get to dancing with the clothes.
So, I mean, can he go to a podiatrist or something? Yes, please. Well, I think he needs to go to a podiatrist. And he needs physical therapy. Now, if you don't like that, you can always take them, but yeah, I mean, for me. I need some salt. It's supposed to. I'll get you so sticky about it. You need something. Well, I think they only have one. That's the problem, right? You know, they only gonna give you half of what, you know, they used to. Ever since COVID, everything's changed a lot, you know? Huh? Earned better. I asked Dad if y'all like going to the Bobcat games. Bobcat games.
Busy, oh no, never too busy to quiet down. Yeah, that's right. He said you're the great final occupation. And was your call at your top line?
What's that? That's what Uncle Bubby said.
The boys that are like, they're little elbow
Yeah.
Yeah. The soldiers also gave you a fire.
And she's like, it tastes more like potatoes. I feel good because there's no sausage in it. And they have a point where they it's fine. Because then it's better, you know. I mean, yeah. That's fine.
Dreams.
Or one from Peppertine. There was only one Peppertine in there.
I would have been thrilled if it was
Look. Yes, she is.
Hey guys,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course you did.
so who's on here so far?
Wade ran upstairs, got back in bed, pretended we were asleep.
I'm
Hello
fine.
guys.
I'm not exaggerating.
So they're on here. It's just a matter.
So look like I see Renee, I see Nicole, I see Dondra.
Yeah, but that's our director, Debbie. But I gotta get. I
Hello
gotta
everybody,
get.
can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to. If I can get. No, you're fine, Mom. They can't hear you. They got us muted. Yeah, they have us muted. But it's just the way they got it. No, you can talk. I'm just going to be listening, kind of. I can't see anybody. Okay. I'm hoping. There we go, here. I think we're good. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? I hear
Yeah,
you,
we can hear
Dondra.
you.
I hear Dondra. I don't hear anybody
Me
else.
too. I'm not trying to make sure I'm muted.
You
I
can
can't
hit that little
see.
mic. There's a little microphone down there in the left-hand corner.
I know,
That you
that's
can
what I was
press that.
trying. This is all new. This is coming from this particular Zoom link is from the University of UAB, right?
Yes, but it shouldn't matter where it's coming from. If you just look down in the bottom, there's gonna be a screen that's gonna show up. You see a little microphone.
Yeah, I'm trying to get, I'm just trying to even, I can't even see you actually.
Okay. Okay, what you can do is touch the screen, and once you touch the screen, hit that little microphone, and that will mute you.
Yep, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, and it's typically down at the bottom, but that's not what's happening right now. I'm trying to, all I can see is it just says, Zoom cloud meeting, and it says view, and I'm trying to hit this view to see. Download from Zoom comments for meeting. Okay, let me do this. Because I'm
You
on
don't-
here again. Okay, here we go. You want to download?
You don't see the microphone?
No, and it's typically at the bottom, but it's not.
What you can do, tap your screen,
Yep.
and you'll see it pop up.
Yeah, I'm tapping.
It won't stay up there long, so you'll see it
says
pop up.
join right here, USB video conferencing. So I'm joining.
Are you on your phone or are you on the
I'm
computer?
on my phone.
Okay, yeah, it should pop up at the bottom on the left-hand
Yeah.
side.
It should, but it's not. I'm trying to do everything to see where I'm at, but at least I can hear you. So I'm just hoping that.
There's a lot of background noise though, once you start
Yes, there
talking.
is a lot
There's
of background. Yeah, so I might have to.
Love ya.
And my mom.
Hello. Hello, guys. Who else is joining us here?
Hey, Debbie.
Say hi when you come on. Hey. How's it going? That's Nancy.
It's going good.
Yeah, we can hear her. She can hear us too, but I might have to get off because I don't know why I can't get this thing open like it's supposed to. I'm even going to more options. Debbie, can't you mute from your end?
I can't because I'm not the facilitator, what do you call it? Kathy is the one that set this up, so I don't have any way of doing it. I'm not the person.
Is Kathy going to come on?
I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not sure.
If you
But
can hear
you
the background, I might have to get off because me and my mom are at a restaurant, so I don't want to interrupt the meeting. If because typically you can mute anybody.
If you mute yourself, nobody's going to hear what's going on in the background.
But the thing is, I am on, but it's not allowing me to mute. This is what I see. I see it says the University of Alabama at Birmingham. It says UAB SSO. Zoom video conferencing. It says join, that's how I'm on here. It says host.
Well, hit join again.
I did.
Well,
You should be able to get
you're already joined, so I don't know why that's coming up. Just if you click, just click yourself. You can just click.
I clicked on the three dots. It's not allowing me. Do you know how to mute this by any chance? I'm trying. I can't even see you guys. I can't even get a live picture of you guys.
Let's
Okay.
see who the host is. The host is
It's
the host
it's Kathy.
is not on yet.
No,
That's
she's
the problem. So you can't see, and then the host should be able to mute me.
Yeah.
right, but you should be able to mute yourself too, because at the very bottom. When
I'm
you
not
click in the
sure if I
middle, that
can.
pops up.
I'm not sure if I can because your host isn't on.
Yeah,
Just
I can
exit
mute
out and come
myself.
back.
I can mute myself.
I
You
can mute
can?
myself too.
I
So
didn't
Dondra, on your phone, you should have a mute option. Without hitting the microphone, you should have a mute button on your phone.
Yeah, I know that. I do Zooms all the time.
So hit your mute button on the actual phone. If you can't hit the microphone, there's a mute option on your phone. Press that.
Well, I wish I could.
Just go off and come back. Because if you can't see us, something's
Try
not
coming
right.
back in, Dondra. Go out and come back in.
Okay, I'll just come out. See.
Okay, did she go out?
Well,
Were
I
you able
tried
to end it?
going, I X'd out.
Okay, hit where it says leave at the top. That's a
Yeah.
little red button up there. Just press
Yeah,
leave
that's
and
what
see if you
I'm
can come
trying
back.
to- That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that to come back up. Mhm. No, we're fine, Mom. We don't have to go anywhere. I'm trying to X out. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, well, I'm trying to go ahead and get out of here.
I don't hear a background noise. Do you guys?
Okay, that's Dondra. I think it's the only. Maybe we can just get through it. Okay, guys, it's past 8 o'clock now. It's like 8:02. So I want to say welcome, guys, to our second call, our little hangout, our little meeting over here. So we have decided to just come together just to get to know one another and just kind of brainstorm. That's what this is all about. And looks like so far we have on the call with us, we have Dondra, which she's having trouble with that over there. We have Nancy, we have Renee, we have Miss Wells, we have Jennifer, we have Kim. I think Kim is on here, Marie, Nicole, and Shelley. Okay, for those of you, if you're new, Dondra, did you end it? Okay, for those of you who are new to the call, can you introduce yourselves?
I just the voice. I'm trying to get it here.
Do you want us to introduce ourselves again, Debbie, or the new people?
No, just the new ones, right? Just the new ones. We are, yes. You can unmute yourselves, guys, and introduce yourself.
Do you want me to do myself? I wasn't here last week, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Good evening, everybody. I'm Carol Wells. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, and I've been a Cincy consultant since 2001. And it's been having a good time. I've got a team now, probably of 84 all together. Keep trying to grow it. So that's who I am. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Okay, who else is on here? Look, come on, guys. It just doesn't have to be long and just want to get to know. It's a hangout, so it's not very formal at all. You can unmute
Yes,
yourself.
want me to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Hi, Shelley.
Hey, I am Shelley Evans, and I live up the road from, or down the road from DPP. I live in the Prattville, Alabama area. I went to boot camp with Carol. Hey, Carol. And I'm just excited to share and love and grow what I love.
We're so happy to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Hey, who else is joining us? Just to say hi.
Well, hello. I'm Dondra, and I'm from Kokomo, Indiana. And yesterday was my 2nd year since the anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Woohoo.
Hello,
Anybody
everybody.
Hi, Erica.
Hey, I'm Erica Williams. I live in Albany, Georgia, and I've been with Cincy almost 3 years in August, and I'm glad to be on this meeting. I miss everybody.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're so happy to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, Dondra, I'm sorry. Dondra, can you end? Because there's a lot of background noise, sweetheart.
Yes, I'm trying.
Can you just hang up or something, or turn your phone off if you can't end it? Maybe you can turn your phone off if you don't know how to end it. Anybody else joining us, guys? Well, I know some others are here we haven't heard from. I see a Marie on here and I see a Nicole. Come on, guys, don't be shy. I see Ashley on here.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hey.
I'm Nicole. I'm from
Hey,
Orlando.
Nicole.
I just actually got back from Japan. And December will be 3 years for me with Cincy.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. My name is Marie, and I joined Cincy in 2019. So in August, it'll be 4 years.
Wow, awesome. Yay.
Mhm.
All right, Ashley, my front line. Go ahead, girl. Unmute yourself, girl. We can't hear you. You talking.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I don't
Yes,
know what
we can.
happened. Hi, I'm Ashley Mahan. I live in Mebane, North Carolina. I'm coming up on 1 year anniversary in June. I signed up underneath Kim when I had an admiration for the Now Beauty and the Beast collection that started releasing this past month. So I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. That's awesome.
All right, Jennifer, you're mine too.
You trying to unmute?
She commented in the chat.
And Roxy, I see you here. Roxy, where are you, girl?
Hi guys, I'm actually tending to my chicken. But I'm here, I'm listening, I'm participating. I've been with Cincy 2 years now, officially 2 years. And I was brought in under April, who's no longer a consultant anymore. So I rolled up to somebody else, and I have DPP as not only my regular director, but I think my superstar director as well.
Yes, yes, we're so happy to have you here. I see some other people joining. Okay, if you're just not joining in, we're just doing a quick introduction before we just start our little chat. Anybody else? We don't want to leave out anybody. Anybody?
I guess I can go ahead.
Hey,
Can you hear
Debbie.
me? Hey, how are you?
Yes. Good. How you doing?
Okay. I'm great, thank you. I'm Debbie Turner. DPP is my superstar director, my sponsor, my everything. And I'm sorry, my dog has decided to start barking. I'm close to Mobile. I'm actually about 60 miles north of Mobile, Alabama. And I've been with Cincy a little over 1.5 years now, and promoting to lead this month. So I'm excited about that. So That's about it.
And Debbie is also our post your page queen. She's one. She helps out with the post your page. And so you guys can put a face with that.
Yep. I love it. I love giving back. So
Yeah, we know that. We appreciate you.
thank you. And I appreciate everybody. So we're a team.
We appreciate
Yes.
you, 'cause I know I use those posts. So thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And we got to say, I can't thank Kathy enough for setting this up, even though she's not here. She set this up for us, and this Zoom is everything because it's unlimited. Yeah, because most of the free one is like only lasts like 45 minutes. So we got unlimited time over here, although we're not gonna be on here all night. So so I want to thank Kathy. Anybody else here? We don't want to leave anybody out. Okay, nobody said anything. So anyway, from last week, guys, we had an amazing time last week hanging out. I think Kimberly was on here, Nancy was on here. I was trying to see who else. Debbie, were you on here last week? Okay, Debbie, we had an amazing time last week. And basically what this is all about, it's all about you guys just sharing your concerns, what it is that you're doing, aha moments and things like that. It's just a way to communicate and connect with one another. So if you guys have anything that you have concerns about, this is a great place to mention it so we can see what we can do to help you. It's all about helping. And so many of you guys, you know, when I joined Cincy, guys, things were so different. We had to do it the old school way. I mean, we didn't have all these tools that we have now, but 2020 did something really interesting. 2020 was kind of like an unreal way of how we work our business. 2020 was, you can kind of almost you can't compare it to anything is what I'm trying to say. 2020, you didn't have to do anything but post and pray. You can post and pray and you get orders. You can post and pray and people will join your team. Well, that is not the real way. That's not the way that it should be. I mean, that's not the way it is. I'm sorry. It happened. It was a blessing, but that's not the normal way. So a lot of people who join in 2020, 2021, they don't understand how it really is to work in this way that we're working now. And that's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to find ways to help you guys know that connecting with one another is everything. Because when I joined Cincy, it was the connections that got me where I am. So personal connections, you know, picking up the phone, calling people, which, you know, people now don't use their phone for calling anymore, but picking up the phone, calling, using your voice text, even on a phone, you know, using your voice text, that's what I do. Using your voice message to be a messenger. The connection is what we're trying to build now, because somehow along the way, we kind of lost that. So we're trying to get that back. And we're finding that that's working out so much better, because even the SSDs, we're trying to come together with putting groups together. I don't know if you guys seen, if you're not a part of the kids group, Keeping It Cincy Simple, if you're not a part of that group, please join that group, because we are over there trying to help you guys learn how to work the business in the simplest way. We don't want you overcomplicating things. So any concerns that anybody has, please let us know. You can unmute yourself. And no questions is a dumb question. No statement is a dumb statement. We're here to help you guys.
Well, Miss Debbie, I need help on getting people to want to have parties instead of just calling me and giving me their orders.
Did you
And
last
I
night?
ask, and everybody always just says, no, I'll just give you my order, or I'm kind of busy. I can't
Have you
find
asked
anybody
them?
to say yes.
Kim, you want to elaborate on that one?
Well, I didn't mean to butt in.
That's okay.
Have you asked them if they wanted to get it for free, Nancy?
No, I seen that last night on that one girl's on United We Rise. I
That was
saw her.
Katie.
She's asking that. Yeah.
That's Katie, right? No, I was going to say the same thing. Katie
So I
was
have that on
killing
my
it.
notes.
Yeah.
That or 10% off.
Mhm.
But and
It's
what
all
if they say
about,
no?
one thing I've learned about the things that we do and what we have to offer is all about how you're doing it. It's about those key words that you use. It's saying the same thing, but saying it in a different way. Like what Katie was saying on that training last night. Every time she said she gets an order, she always says to them, let me tell you how you can get that for free. And she never said anything about a party. So, I mean, I'm like I just had a moment right there, like, oh, that is pretty cool. She does it that way, and she does the same thing pretty much with people joining. I don't know if you guys listened to that, but you totally should go over there and listen to her training last night. She also has a YouTube channel, and I just subscribed to it today. So I think you should do that, Nancy. You should try that. See what happens.
Okay.
I know that's something with me is verbiage, just like you're saying DPP is the verbiage. Because I know if you consistently use the same verbiage, then that's a turnoff. They're gonna want
Yeah.
a different either perspective, mindset, or just a different way of wording to be able to say, okay, well, maybe I know I didn't get it last time, but maybe I'll do it this time.
Right. You know, even with trying to get people to join, you see how I always switch the verbiage up. You got to switch it up, because if you're saying the same thing all the time, even when you make a post, we can't post and pray like we used to. So consistency is everything. You know, even if you're scheduling posts, like on my personal page, it's a professional page, so I can actually schedule posts on my personal page. So for those of you who work full time, I know sometimes it's kind of difficult to get things in, but scheduling things is everything, you know, on the breaks and things like that. That's what I did when I worked full time. I mastered my time. So you have to map out a plan to make it work for you. Any other concerns? Let me take it
I
this
can
way.
keep going, but
Anybody have any specific goals? Any specific goals? Anybody here? Just shout it out. You have a specific goal, and we want to do what we can to help you reach that goal.
I'll tell you my goal.
Go ahead, girl.
My goal is to reach, sorry, my dogs are arguing, is to reach the level 3 of the incentive, which starts on June the 1st. So I hope to have it within the first week. Even though
That's
I
an
don't know
amazing goal.
even though I don't know what the amount is, that's just like a really large goal. It's probably too big, but
Well, you hear what Kim said. This is what sticks with me. Whenever you set a goal and you create a deadline. You hear what she said? She wanted, and she's saying that she's going to do it in the first week. So this is what I find to be the case in every situation. Because if you don't put a deadline on your goal, it's like you're just out there trying to figure it out. You're going in circles. So it's a good idea to set a goal with a deadline. For example, if there's a title that you're trying to reach or a title that you're trying to get back, make it be known that this is what you want and set a deadline for it, because it's going to make you do all the things that you need to do to get it and make it happen. I did that in 2016 in December. I set a goal to promote, and I did it. It took me about 8 months to do it. And I said I was going to do it that year. Instead of taking a whole 12 months, I did it in 8 months. But my goal was to do it that next year. So even if it takes a year, guys, set a goal and say, like, you know what? 2020 is going to be my year to promote to my next title, whatever that is. Or 2020, I wouldn't say stretch it out past a year. But I just think that, if it's a big goal, I would say, a year. Depends on how much time you have. You got to factor all that in as well. Anybody with some goals?
Yeah, I plan on, my goal is to become at least the lead in the next 3 months.
Who is this? I didn't see.
That is my girl, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, DPP.
So your goal is to become lead, right?
Yes,
Awesome. Yay. And you want to do it by when?
in the next 3 months.
Okay, see there? So you got something to aim for. And one thing that's good about lead, you know what that means, right? When you promote to lead and above, that means you can get those random website orders and you get,
Yes.
more money in commissions. So great. I love it.
And I took
Any-
Katie's training the other night to heart, where she said, take and book a party from a party.
Yes, absolutely. Her training was
had-
great.
A Facebook party, and I got a person off of that Facebook party to start up a party, and I almost have her convinced to do a house party.
Congratulations. That's amazing. So anybody can catch the chat. Miss Wells, can you see the chat so we can answer questions that way? Anybody else have any goals that you're trying to reach and need any help reaching those goals?
My
Well-
goal is, hello everyone, my goal is to reach annual sales for the first time.
Hello, who is that? Who's on the call?
That's another
It's-
one of my adopted sisters from Australia.
Oh my gosh, did I hear you talk? Can you do that? Can you say that again?
I would like to currently my biggest goal is to reach annual sales for the first time this year.
I love your accent. That's why I asked you to say it again.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, I love those accents from Australia. Yay, you're gonna do this well. So how long you been with Cincy?
On the 5th of May was my 3rd year of Cincy.
Okay, you got it. So that's something, I'm glad you said that about annual sales, because May 1st, guys, is the beginning of Cincy's calendar year. So each and every one of you guys should have a goal tracker to try your best to reach those levels, because you totally can. And you have to break it up into small pieces, because if you're looking at a big number, like, that's scary. So you break it up into small parts so you can make it happen. And booking parties, getting new team members will help you with both annual sales and annual mentor. So you could totally do this, guys. Start now. Anybody else?
Okay,
with
Debbie, in the
goals?
chat, we've got Nicole wants to earn incentive and hit director by the end of the year.
Woohoo, Nicole. Okay.
And then let's see, Anna has a question about what's the qualifications to make lead. She says, sorry, it's only day 5, but that's no problem. We're glad to answer.
I'm so right. The qualifications for lead. You have to have a team member. You have to personally sell $500 in PRV. And you have to, between you and your team member, that team member has to be active, $200 at least. And between the two of you, you have to have $1,000, and that's retail. Yeah. So that's actually a chart. Nicole, is Nicole whose team is she on? Because there's a chart out there. That chart could be shared with Nicole so she could see it. I'm a visual person. Nicole, who's your sponsor or
I'm
your
with
superstar
Kim.
director? You with Kim, okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
Kim, make sure you get that chart to her. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get it to her.
Okay. Anybody else have concerns about what's needed to get to your next title?
Debbie, I just wanted to say something. It's on what you were trying to, the chart that you were talking about. It also is on the workstation. Like I'm trying to remember exactly where, but it's like right underneath where your PRV is listed. And she can click on that too, and it'll tell her what she needs to do to promote to lead.
How about I didn't even know that? That's pretty cool.
That's what I used. That's how I know I promoted.
That is amazing. See, that's something else, guys. I'm gonna tell you. I've been with Cincy for 13 years and I still don't know everything. And I'm not trying. Well, I'm not trying to consume myself with all of that because I know that there are places to get this stuff. So if there's anything at all that you need, guys, make sure you reference the workstation. You can go to the team page. We got some background noise. Can somebody mute? Hello? Hello? We got some background noise. So it's good. That's good to know, Debbie. So thank you for that.
Okay, we got
Wells?
another goal. Ashley says she wants 4 people under her to get certified. That's her goal.
Ashley, to get certified. Okay. To build a team, you don't have to have a team to get certified. Maybe she wasn't understanding that part. Is she new? Is she already certified?
No, she's a lead consultant, so maybe
She wants to get them certified.
She wants them to get them certified, right?
Oh, that's what she's saying. Oh, okay.
She
You're
wants
trying to
4
help them.
under her to get certified. 4 people under her to get certified.
Okay.
So she
Okay,
kind of
got
going
you.
for a team for the what's the award? I forgot.
Annual mentor.
Annual mentor.
Annual mentor. She's trying to help her team members get this up. First of all, in order to help them, you need to find out what their why is, why they joined Cincy, because some people are in it just for the discounts, just for the tax purposes. So if that's the case, you don't want to spend a lot of time with that. You have to continue to work with the willing, help them with a lunch party or a relaunch party, depending on how long they've been in the business. Make sure they have a VIP group, but just help coach them. I mean, just tell them to make sure that they do their training. Of course, there's lots of training in the workstation. There's lots of information on YouTube. But if you're pointing them in a direction of where to get the information they need to book parties, I think that's the start. But you got to know that they got to be willing to do this.
One of the errors that I'm coming across right now, and I hope y'all can hear me because I keep breaking up, is that those that I underneath me, they typically have this issue of, well, I'm doing it for the money, but I'm not making anything right now, so I'm going to immediately give up. Because even though I told them there are examples that it takes some time to build your business, but you have to put in the effort, they don't want to put in the effort.
Well, I think they answered their own question. You can't do both. You can't make money and make excuses. So, I mean, I don't know what they expect. I mean, that's why I say you had to work with the willing, because if they don't understand that you have to put in the time and you have to be consistent, you have to constantly be talking to people, making connections. If they don't understand that part, I'm sorry. I mean, it's only so much you could do with that. I'm sorry to say that, but if they don't understand, I mean, I'll give you this example. Time is so valuable, guys. And I remember when I first joined Cincy, I joined just for the discounts. And later I decided that, I need some extra money because I had all these things going on that I need to do to take care of my family. But like today, for example, I had to take my daughter's car to the shop. It took me almost 3 hours to get to that shop because it was raining so bad. I ran past 5 accidents. And all I could think about was, what if I had to go to my regular job? I would have been late. I would have been real late. And I was just so frustrated and tired with that. I didn't even get all that stuff resolved till I had an 8:30 appointment and I didn't get out of there at about 11 o'clock. Then I got to take the car back tomorrow. Well, time is so valuable to me. So Cincy has helped me to develop this where I can free up time to do things that I need to do. That is valuable to me. It's valuable to me to have the flexibility to do what I need to do when I need to do it. And that's something that came later because I worked so hard at the beginning. So you got to find out what is their why. The persons that you're talking about, why did they join Cincy? Did they join because not just the money, because all of us would love to have money, but why did they join? When I say why, is that they need their house payment? Do they need a car? Do they need a pair of shoes? I mean, you get what I'm saying? They got to tie this to something else other than saying, I need the money. I mean, in my case, when my son had the brain surgery, it became that I needed the money to get back and forth to take a flight. For 2 years, I had to fly back and forth to Albuquerque. So I needed the extra money to buy the plane tickets. Once he started to get better, then it became, well, I need the extra money for my daughter. My daughter played basketball, volleyball. She was in 3 choirs. She played piano. She was in everything. All that stuff costs money. So then it became, well, I need this Scentsy because I got to take care of all this stuff. It's not just the money. So they have, have them to tie to something. You need the money, what you need the money for. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does.
And maybe, maybe that it almost have to make you cry almost. Like Mama, for example. Can you imagine working for somebody for almost 40 years? All of a sudden your boss tell you, well, we cut you off. There's no money coming in. That happened to me, guys. That's real. And I'm so grateful because Scentsy is here for me to take care of my family, because I wouldn't have had anything had it not been for Scentsy. But the income was okay for me to not have to look for another job. That's something you work towards, guys. It's something you build towards. It's not going to happen to just fall in your lap. It comes from the consistency, the training, always being a student. So that's where it starts. I'm sorry. Okay, anybody else?
I just like to say, I think that's really hard to try to get these new recruits to understand, though. They really think they're going to start making big money immediately. And again, they're not willing to put in the time, wait, work. I mean, a lot of them look at your videos and think, oh, I want to be like Debbie, but they don't know your story.
Right.
I mean, it took time. It took time.
Yeah.
And you are, constantly working your business. And some of us, we're not going like that 24/7, and it shows. So if you want more, you got to do more.
Absolutely. Miss Wells is right. Miss Wells is another one. Miss Wells has been here almost as long as me. And her why is different. Everybody's why is different. Miss Wells joined because she needed a tax break. And later it changed because in 2020, Ms. Wells was a team of one. It was just herself. And she and I worked events for years. And when 2020 came along, we had to try to figure this thing out. Like, what are we going to do?
Else. Yep.
What are we going to do now? Because can you imagine going into something and all of a sudden everything shut down, all the doors to what we knew shut down. We didn't know anything about parties. We didn't know anything about virtual stuff. We didn't have a
Facebook,
VIP
all
group.
that.
We didn't have any of that. But we had to reinvent ourselves. So we reinvented ourselves. We came up with new strategies and new ways to develop new leaders. And Ms. Wells just took off like that. I mean, her team just took off like that.
Good
She
team
became
member.
a director.
Yes.
From a team of one, she blew up. But again, guys, 2020 was not normal.
Wasn't normal. Nope.
Was not normal at all. Stuff falling out lap, like I said as well, posting and praying.
And people
You
were
can post and
home.
pray.
People were home. They had nothing else to do. Yeah.
You can't post and pray anymore.
Nope.
That was real abnormal. But it was a blessing when it happened now. I mean, it was a blessing. So now guess what, guys? We got to reinvent ourselves again. And that's just the way it is. That's the way the world is, right?
And business is, yeah.
Right. In general, you forever had to reinvent yourself. So we have to shift. And that's what we're doing now. That's why we decided to come up with these connections, because we want you guys to understand that doing what we're doing is not hard. Scentsy is not hard, guys. It really, really isn't. I'm gonna tell you hard. Well, I'm gonna tell you what hard is. Hard is working in a restaurant, washing dishes, mopping floors, cleaning toilets. That's hard. Cincy is not hard. Hard is when I worked at State Farm, selling insurance, selling people things that's not tangible. People don't want to buy life insurance. That's not tangible. They don't see that to be important. I did that for a long time. That was hard. And I told my sponsor, if I'm gonna do anything else related to sales, I want it to be easy. And Cincy is easy, guys. It's easy in the sense that it's the smell that sell, but you got to get that under somebody's nose. That's the part, And it's about connecting with others, connecting with people, solving problems. So tell me, guys, what are your struggles? Tell us what your struggles are so we can help you overcome that, because it's the smell that sell, guys, and the consistency. It's just the making time, creating the
Time
time.
management.
Yes. So let's
You know-
talk about that.
So really quick, so I know I want to touch back on when I think someone mentioned about new recruits and they give up so quick.
Yeah.
I've been in it almost 3 years in August, and I've been going through a rough patch. But one thing I can say about me and my business, I still work it every day. It may be in my VIP group for a week strong, but every day I'm doing something in my business. And I do that because, number one, I love the product. So I think when they join, you got to have, to me, some source of love for Cincy. Because if you love it, even just love just the room spray, just the wax, that will make you continue more into the business. You know what I'm saying? So I use it daily in my home. So some people, I know a lot of my team members can go for months and not order anything, even for themselves. So how are you going to sell it or promote it or to even share with others if you don't buy it yourself? So at least you can start off at least buying from yourself and you fall in love with it, and that'll make your passion grow. So I think that's my, not my struggle, but that's like my saving grace. Like my Cincy Club has really, I push that a lot. A lot of times, some months, that's all I have, my Cincy Club subscriptions. So I'm not happy about that, but I can say I am active every month. But I think my struggle is just being consistent in doing lives and videos and my every kind of over, just I have 2 active girls, cheering, dance. Work has been, my full-time has been just a struggle for almost the whole time I've been with Cincy, but the last year has been really hard. So I've been dealing with that. No excuses, but my love for the product really makes me continue to go on with Cincy. So I think just the new people, they have to find something that they love about Cincy. Just love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's got to be, when it really concerns me when I hear people saying, well, I have struggled getting $200 in a whole year. I'm like, you're never gonna buy your laundry products. You're never gonna buy your personal care products. Never. So you're right about that. That's the first thing, is to fall in love with it, because one thing I've learned is that people always want to know advice. They want to know your experience. Like, what do you think about this? What do you recommend?
Yeah.
How can you recommend anything if you're not using it? So that is a lot of the reason why my sales are so strong, because people rely on me to tell them what I think about it. I go through using everything. I use everything. And the thing about it is that if people don't see us using it, that's something else. On social media, I would say, guys, after the call, I want you guys to, I want to challenge you with this. I want to challenge you to do this at least once a day, even if it's just 2 minutes. I challenge you guys to show something with Cincy once a day, even if it's a 2-minute video or a selfie, because people need to see you using the products, and they need to see you consistently showing up. Consistency is everything. Because today I got an order from somebody that said, I don't even know if my consultant still sell, because I don't see her sharing it anymore. And when I looked it up, they are still a consultant. So people pay attention. So yeah, Erica, thank you for that, because that is like everything to fall in love with your product. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, sorry I'm late. baby's teething, so it's been crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's cutting like 3 or 4 teeth at one time, so he has not been a happy camper.
Oh, no.
But I wanted to say something really quick about Nancy saying she struggles with time management. Nancy, do you have like, and this goes mostly for social media, and like emailing and things like that with your team and your customers, do you have a daily action planned each day? No? Okay. So start there. Pick one thing that you can do each day. So for me, on Sundays, I do Celebration Sunday, and I go into my workstation and I email, whether it's my team or my group, something that they've done that week, like they're active, or they have 500 or more PRV, or they had a recruit this week. I change it every week, but every week I'm celebrating someone somehow. And I only do that through email. I do it through a personal email, just so they do see it. Because sometimes in my Facebook group, it gets a little busy, especially in our Team Travel and Sense group, it gets busy because there's so many guys and girls over there. And then on Mondays, excuse me, I do Motivational Monday. So I do the same thing. I send a motivational email to my entire group. Tuesdays, of course, it's always Tip Tuesday. And then we have Wax Wednesday, where I'll post in my VIP group, and then again, utilize the workstation email. That's a free email service, guys, and it's so easy to use. You literally can select the entire group, your entire downline, whether they're your 3rd generation, 4th generation, whatever. So I do Wax Wednesdays, and then Thursdays is Thrifty Thursday. So I normally try to share something in the clearance, or if I'm doing a personal special, something that's going to save people some money. So right now I'm doing the air purifier special. I need 4 people to commit, and I'm basically giving them an air purifier, 2 packs of pods, and then the 2 filters for $200. And if you want all the breakdown for that later on, I can share that. But it just takes 4 people, and then I'm covering taxes, of course, myself as a tax write-off. But I'm sharing that. I've been sharing that for about a week or so now. I have 1 more spot to fill. So that was my like Thrifty Thursday. And then Fun Fridays. And Fun Fridays is something I schedule in Visly. Visly is a third party. I pay $10 a month to be able to schedule in my VIP groups, in my team group page, any Facebook parties that I do. There's also other things that you can utilize. I think there's emails and text and all that stuff, kind of like Project Broadcast, but I only use it for scheduling posts. But every Friday is something fun for my team to share. So this past Friday was, if you have children, share a photo of you and your kiddos, you know, just to build a community. Once again, I come back to that word. If you guys were here last week, community is a big thing for me this year. It's something that I've really been focusing on. I watched a video by SSD Wendy Heath Newgas about leadership and building a community that people want to be involved in, and that's what's going to keep people sticking around. So Fun Fridays, and then most of the time on Saturdays and Sundays, I don't work my business. Those are my family days. But if I do post or do anything, it's like since Sunday or since Saturday. But those are on occasion when I think about it, or if I don't have anything going on. We have a lot going on in our household. We're both athletes. And then of course we have an 11-month-old son. I'm a coach. And yeah, it's a lot going on. And then I'm trying to get ready for Memorial Day vacation and the Europe incentive. So yeah, it's crazy over here, but that's what I do every day through the week. And even if like, I think it was Erica was that, yeah, even if that's just all she can do is just post once a day or follow up or email once a day, she's still working her business and she's still showing up for her customers and her teammates. And so start with something like that. And then as you go on, you'll see, okay, well, I have more time to focus on this. So maybe you could schedule in something to go along with that. So that's what I do. Because I don't really have a whole lot of systems in place. Like you see a lot of these star directors and superstar directors go all out with their documents and their all that stuff. I am literally just kind of wing it, go with the flow kind of girl. I'm like that in every aspect of life. So that's what I do though. So that might help you at least set some time aside to work it.
Good tips.
Amazing
Thank you.
tips.
Good
You're
tips.
welcome. And I've just been watching other people. Like it wasn't something that came to mind like on my own. I just watch other people and I see, and then I just kind of put it all together like a Mod Podge kind of thing, a little melting pot. So hopefully that helps somebody.
And you know what else is good? I'm glad Courtney brought that up. I take the time out to do a training at least once or twice a week. You know, we're all busy. You can just listen to them. I mean, when I'm in the car, I'm listening to training. On Thursday night shifts, you can even catch the replay because it's in a group. Thursday night shift is another one that's good to follow. Then we have Monday, we have the, what's the name of the one on Monday? It just happened yesterday. What's the name of that group?
Is it Mindset Monday? And then there's United We Rise. as
United We
well.
Rise. Yeah, United We Rise is on Monday. Then we have the Cincy training on 11 o'clock on Tuesdays every week. Even if you can't catch it live, you can enroll, sign up for it so you can catch the replay. But training is everything, you know, and not only that, something else I find that works really well. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, find a consultant to follow. I remember when I joined Cincy, I found so many mentors. You know, find people to just follow them. I mean, you follow them on YouTube. You may not always connect with me, so you can find somebody else. You may want to connect with Courtney, connect with Kimberly. I mean, somebody that you feel that could be inspirational to you to follow. Ms. Wells, you know, whoever you want to follow, find somebody to follow. And I think sometimes it's almost like an accountability partner. You know, there's somebody's going to keep you in the flow of things, you know. Angie Williams has been that for me for years. As a matter of fact, I talked to Angie today. Angie was the first person that I found on YouTube to follow. Who else has concerns and questions and struggles? We're here to try to see if we can help you with that.
I want to get more clubbers.
Clubbers? Me too. Me too.
I want to be on that Lisa Rowberry level. Okay. 500 plus subscribers. I'm like, she literally hit annual sales in halfway through May.
Halfway is crazy.
Halfway through the first month. And I was like, and it's all
Wasn't
her
it
club,
11
like her
days?
club
It was like
is-
11 days, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
some
like
kind of
that.
crazy figure.
Her clubbers are hardcore.
Yeah, she retired her husband. They both worked Cincy full time, and she retired her husband. Okay, yes.
Goals. That is my big up at the mountain. That is the big light right there. Get Ashton out of a factory and do what he wants to do with his life. Sorry.
Anybody else have any certain goals you like to reach? One thing I've learned too is that you get what you focus on. So if you focus on not making this work, it's not going to work. If you focus on, I just don't see how I can manage things, that's what's going to happen. But if you focus on, I'm going to make this happen, it's going to happen. I know that because being so busy, I know I'm like the queen of busy. And I'm real high. I know I'm high energy. I know I'm undiagnosed ADD. But, you know, when you talk about on a day-to-day, like Courtney, I think all of us are busy. All of us are busy. It's all about how we manage. And this is what I do, guys. For example, with marketing, I wish I had small kids. I wish I could borrow somebody's child. So, I mean, from time to time, I ask my son in New Mexico, take some pictures of Rome and send those pictures to me. People pay attention to kids. I don't know what that's all about. even when my daughter, when Ricky was in school, guys, use your kids. I mean, my daughter, when Ricky was 9 years old, when I started Scentsy, all the way up until now, she would take that Scentsy stuff, pack it up, take it to school. She would get sales from the teachers. I'm looking, where you going with that stuff, girl? My teacher want to buy this. She would take stuff to school. So use the kids in every way. And now that TikTok and all the stuff, use them. I mean, Ricky is not the way she used to be. I can't count on her a lot. But what I can get her to do though, she make my flyers. So even if it's coming, even if it's labeling something, guys, whatever it is that you can get your kids to do, get them to help you. I mean, I don't know how to work Canva, but Ricky they can do it virtually. She does my flyers. I'm gonna let you guys see the flyers that she's done for me. She already did my calendar for June, and she already made something else I had her to do. I think a Scentsy Club flyer, she made that for me. Now my son is good with videos. So I'll send stuff to him and tell him to make it for me. Like when I bought my car, my son did that video for me when I got my new car. He also did the video for the truck. I don't know how to do that stuff. So guys, take advantage of your kids and your family members. Ask them to help.
Yeah, I wish mine could help. He's not quite there yet.
But he could be in the videos just hanging out.
Oh, and he is normally in my Facebook Live. He's right beside me. And to piggyback off of focusing on something you want, like if you want your club to grow, you share club, unbox your club every month live, share how you edit your club, share what things are in club, share the perks of club, share the reward program of club. I mean, club is a phenomenal resource for us to gain PRV every month. And I'm really, really happy that they came out with this because there are so many subscriptions out there and people don't even need subscriptions half the time. They just want them. And so if if you're putting it out there, you're showing people what you get, you're showing them that you're getting it at a discount, you're showing them that you can earn rewards and spend less money. I'm telling y'all, the perks for club honestly are better than it is to be a party host. To me, anyway. You automatically get the 10% off just when you spend $30. You get the half price item just for spending 60. And then all of the other extra rewards and points that you get for the referrals and everything. I mean, club is phenomenal. But my point was fundraising for me has been difficult. I've always wanted to do fundraising and I see everyone doing it. I'm like, why can't I snag a fundraiser? Like, why is it so difficult? So I've been sharing that and I've been letting people know by word of mouth, not just posting it, but when I see somebody and their kid is needing funds, I go to them personally. I go to them in Messenger or text or in person when I'm seeing them out and about. And I'm like, did you know that I could do fundraisers? Did you know that I can actually give back 100% of my commission for everything that these kids sell? Like, this is a lot of money going back to them for little work. They're just showing the product and people are buying it left and right because like we talk about all the time, I mean, our product is the most consumable product in direct sales, like on the market. And so I've been sharing fundraising a lot. Well, I finally snagged 3. I have 3 going on. My middle school volleyball team is doing one. I have 2 seniors in a county next to me who are going to a Tiki Bowl, like all-star game in Honolulu, and they have to come up with the money themselves. And then I've got a softball team in another county surrounding me, basically all at one time. So God is so good. Like I could not, give anybody else credit but him. So I'm really excited because I am going for the annual sales award this year again. Now that I got it once, I can't let it slip away. And I'm starting early. I'm not waiting until January to try to push it. So focusing in and honing in on one thing and really sharing that consistently, you will see a benefit. You will see a growth. Same thing with club. I've been doing that as well. And this incentive for club is awesome. So get out there and let people know. I do a couple of personal things that I can't share publicly for, club and all of that, but get out there and share it because it is a phenomenal program. It really, truly is.
Congratulations, Courtney, on all those fundraisers.
Thank you. Hopefully they are successful. So we'll see how they go. I used Wendy Heath Newgas's documents. She sets it all up every catalog season. She does a really great job. I mean, they look good, they sound good, and they're easy for the people that are raising the money to follow. And so I just kind of modify that and tweak it on Canva with her template, but she does all the heavy work, and it's a really good document. So
That's great. She's awesome.
yeah, I'm excited to finally meet her on the Monte Carlo trip. I've only talked to her via text and Messenger and Facebook, so I'm excited to meet her in person.
Oh yeah, Courtney's going to Europe, guys. I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly.
I am very anxious, very anxious. Leaving my son in the country, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm planning his first birthday like a week and a half when we come back, and I'm just like overwhelmed a little bit. But it's all gonna work out. It's in God's hands, so it's all gonna work out.
We're really so blessed to have these options to get these extra perks. I mean,
Oh,
I say I just can't. I mean, we went to New York. When I tell you, since he rolled out the red carpet for us, I mean, as soon as we arrived, I remember coming down the escalator and the drive. Now, it wasn't the driver; it was one of the people who were trying to collect the people coming off the airplane. And once we got down to the bottom of the escalator, he said, "Are you Debbie?" I said, "Yeah, how do you know who I am?" I was freaking out. How do you know who I am? Ain't like I did I have my name on the shirt? So he said, well, get your bags, and the limousine is outside. Limousine? So we got outside. Kim and I were there together. Kim is on the team. She's one thing about Kim. Kim is she was a reinstated consultant, and she earned a trip, and she kept recruiting. She said, "I'm going to New York." So she went, and we rode together. We flew together. Once we got out there, she said, "Your name is on that car." What? They put my name on the limousine. It was so crazy. And it was like royalty for real, for real. And then when we pulled up in that hotel, I'm like, what? This is a royal palace for us? They really, really, literally rolled out the red carpet for us, guys. There's no way I could have afforded that trip. And that hotel was like $500 a night that we stayed in, okay? Then they had a big welcome night for us. And the elevator was so crazy because the way the elevators were made, I never, ever, ever, I think I did a video on it, never seen elevators like this in my whole entire life. And I've been all over the world. This hotel was so fabulous, but it goes to show you that since he does it at a level that we couldn't afford it, I couldn't afford to travel like that. So when you work with a company like this, and these are the perks that you get for just doing the things that you love, isn't that amazing, guys? Isn't it a blessing?
100%. 100%. Like that the Disney incentive, if you guys got to go on that, okay, let me back up and see what I'm trying to say. Think before you speak. So all of the kids and even adults that had never done Disney before the Cincy incentive, Disney is never going to be that amazing. Let me just tell you, I've spent a lot of time at Disney. I worked for Disney in college. And like Debbie said, they rolled out the red carpet for that incentive. I mean, there were things that we got to do that even cast members don't get. I mean, free rides, riding rides over and over and over again, free food all throughout the parks. That sunrise session at Magic Kingdom, like it was beyond anything I've ever experienced. Cincy and Disney together have me spoiled for life, and Disney will never be the same.
Oh yeah, they closed it. They shut the whole theme park down for us. Now, who does that? Shut it down.
Amazing. Absolutely. Anybody
else? Things alone, something to work towards.
Oh yeah. 100%. Once you earn one too, you are going to do everything you can to earn the next one. Because you'll see, like, you are treated literally like royalty. And then you get to meet home office staff, and like we talked about last week, like the home office staff is just, they are a special group of people. They truly are a special group of people, and they make you feel like you are just, I don't know, you're just the bread and butter, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But they're so down to earth, and you can get to know them on a personal level, from big people and presidents like Dan to, you know, the smaller titles, I guess. Like, they're all just great though.
I'm glad you said that, because when we were in New York, Dan said, I gotta go live in your group. Come on, let's do it. He was the one asking about going live in Teen Travel Sense. So he said, okay, we're gonna go live right there in Times Square. So he said, come on, let's go. You know, we were right there. The hotel was right there at Times Square anyway. So it was only about a block and a half away. So he said, come on, let's go down here to Times Square. So we went to Times Square to do the video, and you guys could not hear anything. I don't know. I think it was my earpiece, didn't hear nothing. So I said, Dan, they didn't hear anything. He said, okay, we got to do it again. So we did it at this restaurant. He is so amazing. Can you guys imagine? We're talking about the president of Cincy with all of these consultants globally. And he just wanted to come in Teen Travel Sense. So you guys can see how amazing you guys are to the company. He said that. That's just so everything.
I adore him.
Well, you know, Orville has done, you guys go back in Teen Travel Sense, you'll see Orville came over once and went live. I think Heidi did too. I mean, if you go in there and search it, you'll find them in there.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys noticed this. Emma is one of the daughters, one of the owner's daughters. She's always congratulating you guys out there. So pay attention. They are watching us, guys.
Emma is super sweet. Their whole family is sweet. Like, I don't know what they did to have such great children, but they're all really nice. Anybody else have anything? I mean, we were talking about things we might be struggling with. Does anybody else want to shout something out that they struggle with? Don't be shy. We don't bite. We just nibble.
I think Ms. Wells was taking a look at the chat. Have you seen anything else in the chat, Ms. Wells?
Let me see if anything. No, nothing else is out there right now.
Okay. I think Gina popped in here. Gina, are you here? I thought I saw her pop in.
Yeah, she came in.
Gina, you still here?
Yeah.
Gina, you still here?
Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to get unmuted.
Hi, Gina. Hi, Gina.
Hey.
So we had everybody introduce themselves. How you doing? So yeah, so this is your time to introduce who you are.
Ooh, me?
Yeah, you. Everybody else has done it already.
Oh gosh, I guess I didn't do that earlier. So I'm Gina Atkins. Well, considered superstar consultant right now. I lost my director title because I'll be honest, I did not work my business like I was supposed to. I let it slide through the cracks, and now I'm ready to get it back. So
yes, the comeback is bigger than ever, right? The comeback is bigger than ever.
You can do it. You can do it.
I hope so. I really I took notes on everything Courtney said a minute ago, because that was my biggest thing. Like, I don't have a real good system on what all to do every day. So I really like that, especially with my team. Like, I'll do really good for a couple of days and then I'll just kind of fall off and have to try to pick myself back up after that.
Gina, what year did you join?
2019.
Okay, so you came in right before COVID.
Yeah.
So okay, but you promoted during COVID. So yeah.
COVID promotion.
What?
I said COVID promotions.
I joined September of 19 and then made director by May 2020.
Okay. So yeah, we're beyond COVID these days, so we're trying to reinvent ourselves.
Yeah, COVID was a strange time with everything, literally.
Make
So
sure you guys have your mics on, that it's quiet, or at least mute yourself for any background sound, please.
probably hearing Miss Rachel right now, aren't you?
I don't know. It cuts you out and I can't hear everything you were saying. That's why I said that. Because
Yeah, it's
sometimes
probably
if it
on
hears
right now.
something.
Have you made it to Miss Rachel yet?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. She's not really my favorite. She's honestly really annoying.
Yeah, she really is. But hey, he's learned like wheels on the bus and everything. So
Oh yeah. It's great for the kiddos, but it fries my brain, that's for sure.
yep, me too.
Okay, sorry. I cut you off. I apologize.
Well, you're fine. I don't remember what I was talking about, honestly.
We were talking about COVID being a strange time, and then Debbie said we're kind of past that, thank goodness. Things are starting to get back to the way they were a little bit.
Like even with my full-time job, COVID completely turned it around and blew it up big time. They went public and everything. And honestly, they've started treating us people that's been there from the beginning as like a little number on the board, you know. So I'd love to be able to get away from that, which I did in a way, but I still had to get another full-time job. But yeah, COVID really changed everything.
It did the same thing in childcare too. That's why I left.
Yep, that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It got a little crazy.
So anybody else, because I know we're getting past 9 o'clock. I know we want to be respectful of your time. Anybody else? Because we're doing this every week, guys. So we're going to be hanging out every week just so we can kind of collaborate and try to figure out what can we do to help you guys. That's what this is all about. And to get to know each other.
And I like to say, if you got team members, invite them to come on. We need more people to come on so we can help them.
Yes, 100%. Get that
Yeah,
community big.
And those who show up, go up. If you're,
Amen.
I hear people talking about their struggles, but then when it's time to do things like this, that you don't see them. Like, where are they?
Yeah, I'm glad I hopped on when I did. I was like, I'm gonna go in the office. I need to clean up and pack orders. And I was like, oh wait, it's Tuesday. Hold on. Look at my new ring for SFR.
That's so cute. Oh, so cute.
Pretty.
Wait.
While
Paparazzi.
we on it, everybody order their shirt. Everybody order their shirt.
I still gotta do that.
Oh, yeah, got all the shirts. And I'm hoping that you guys, even if you're not going to SFR, you can still order the shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, if you're part of Team Traveling Sense family or adopted, if you're not doing anything for Team Day, our team, we voted, we are going to be doing a tie-dye theme for that day. That was the one that won. So I'm going to be looking on Amazon to find some fun things for us. Wear tie-dye or hats or whatever you want, but I was going to try to find something that made us stand out as a team together. So keep your eye out for that.
Cool.
I was hoping we were going to get to go Western, but everyone voted for tie-dye. I was like, man, now I can't wear my sparkly boots, but that's okay.
Those boots are cute.
I'm sad. It's okay though.
Well, guys, we got what? Now we said 8 days left. We got almost 7 days left now to reach the goals for the month. So anybody got any questions about meeting those goals this month before we end? Any concerns about that? How close are you?
How people doing with the buddy drive? Those that are participating.
Oh yeah, they keep releasing those cute buddies every week. They're so cute.
They are cute.
And they cheap.
I need to get Sebastian. Cause I don't have him in my buddy collection.
You know, I know Erica like to work with, is Erica sit on here? I know Erica like to work like bundles. I thought that was a neat idea to put those buddies in those little buckets, you know? I think that
Yeah.
that was pretty cute idea. Just like we did the bundles for the cleaning.
Little
Yeah.
summer buddy bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute. I saw that today.
Yeah.
And that's even cheaper, you know, because that buddies are just 20 and the bundles were like what 20 more than that.
27, I think, is what it was.
Yeah, around 27. Mm-hmm.
And I know Erica can put those things together. That's something that can help you with your PRV as well. I would say order a few so you can do it and show it off, just like we did those other bundles. But these things gonna not last long. They're gonna sell out.
Yeah, I thought about
have my Bibles.
Like for you know how they said Christmas in June. Go ahead and get these buddies for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep. Start early. Yep.
Yep. $20.
Yeah,
those
those grandparents can buy them, the aunties can buy them. I mean, they don't have to be the parents.
Auntie life is the best life.
Yeah, count on all aunties. So, guys, this has been so fun. I just love hanging out with you guys, but I think that it is past 9 o'clock. So I know you guys got to get up and go to work tomorrow. And any last words before we go?
Stay encouraged. Stay
Yeah.
encouraged.
That's your
Thank you
goal.
all.
That's your goals.
Set your goals and be better tomorrow than you were today.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Grind it out.
Thank you,
Grind it out
guys.
to the last minute.
That's
Yes.
right.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, hey,
Thank
hey,
you
guys,
all.
let's take a
Bye-bye.
picture. Let's take a picture right quick, guys. Let's
yeah.
take a picture.
No, I got to take
You
my
gotta
picture.
take a
I got to put my
picture.
picture back on. Hold on.
Hold on, we
Wait,
got to
hold
take a
on.
picture. That's like
I
part of
can't
what we're doing.
I can't put mine on.
Let me see.
Hold
Hold on.
on.
Let me get the camera part pulled. I'll let you know when I snap it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it pulled up. Oh my goodness. Let's see.
Okay,
I'll
that'll be it.
okay. I'll wait till you guys get the.
I
Let
got
me
mine up.
scroll through here. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. We got a lot of. Okay. Everybody got the camera on?
I can't get
You got
mine on. I don't know what's wrong.
You can't get it on.
Where you at?
Okay.
Okay.
I
Hold on,
haven't
wait, I
done it
got
yet.
it.
Trying to wait on everybody to get ready before I snap it.
Who
Let's
said they
see.
don't have theirs on?
I can't get
Erica
my,
says she
can't
can't get
get
hers
mine on.
back on.
How do I do
Um,
that?
Erica,
Huh?
did you close your app?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, your app, because you can see us, right?
I can see you all, but I just can't. Hold on, let's see. Maybe this is it. I see
And
you
then
all, but I can't see me.
Yeah, we don't see
you
you.
can't.
click your
Huh.
click your screen and see if you have the mute, stop video, participants, chat, all those buttons at the bottom.
Okay, I'll unmute myself. Dang it.
You can't get it done.
They act crazy sometimes.
I know.
Hold on, wait. I think I got.
Okay.
Hold on, let's see. 1 minute. 1
Okay.
minute.
Are you on a computer or your phone?
On my phone.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone.
Okay, swipe up to like exit your app, but don't exit, just swipe up.
Okay. Swipe up.
And then like once the app goes away, then reopen the app. And then click on your screen so you see all of the icons at the bottom.
Okay, I see the icon.
Okay, do you see the stop video button?
Nah, don't worry about it, because I don't want to hold everybody up. Don't worry about it. It's
It's
just,
not what.
We get you
it's not
next
give-
time.
Okay, the button's not appearing at the bottom. I guess that's what Dondra was having issues with.
Yeah.
I see
Okay,
those
guys.
the 3 buttons at the bottom, the 3 little circles.
It's like a microphone down there too. And it's like a stop camera down there at the bottom.
Yeah, if you like if you're clicking on your screen, it should pop up and then go away. The icons with the mic and the camera.
Cause I see the record button.
Somebody else, Rhonda said she's having a problem too.
Yeah, you tap your picture and those little things should show up at the bottom. And it allows you to flip the camera back on. If you tap your picture, if you tap it, it'll show up at the bottom. It's like give you the options, like a microphone will be in the far left. You see like a camera right there that you can tap. It's gonna have like a line going through it if you stop the camera. You click it again, it'll show your face.
But I
You
had
still don't
problems
see
with
it?
mine earlier too. I don't know what it is, but I'm on now. But I had a problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just don't worry about it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do it then.
I'll get it
Well,
next time.
Well, we'll get your name then. Okay. You all ready? Okay. Okay, I'm getting ready to snap. 1, 2, 3. Gotta do one more because I got another screen, you guys. I gotta scroll up. Okay. Let me do this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more because I gotta scroll up again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There, I got everybody. I think I got everybody.
All right.
Well, that was fun, guys. So we
Have a
will
good
be seeing you guys next Tuesday, same place, same time. May not be the same place, but same time.
Maybe we'll have good news to report. It'll be right before the end of the month.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all. It's good
Good night,
seeing you.
guys.
Thanks, Debbie. Courtney.
Thank you,
I love you.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good night.